Hi everybody, this is Everyday Commentary and this is a video overview of this knife. This knife is the We Knives Banter. It's a collaboration between Ben Peterson, Ben from Blade HQ, and We Knives. I'm going to go through the specs on this knife. I'm going to talk about what I like and what I don't like. I'm going to show you a size comparison. So here is the knife compared to a $20 bill. As you can see, it is a relatively small knife. It's actually quite small this way, but not too terribly small this way. And it is designed as an everyday carry. The knife has a 2.75 inch blade. It has an overall length of 6.5 inches. It runs S35 VN. I think it's somewhere around 2.5, 2.6 ounces. It is going to retail for about 110 bucks. And it's just a really nice little pocket knife. So let's talk about what I like. So there are a couple things that I like. First of all, I like its appearance. It has a very, very non-threatening appearance. If you pull this knife out and somebody's scared by the way it looks and not how loudly it snaps, they will be scared of anything other than a fork or scissors. So this is just the most friendly knife you can get that's not a grandpa knife. I really, really like that about the knife. It just doesn't look weird or scary or aggressive at all. The other thing that I really like is, as you can see, the action on this knife is phenomenal. This is a really dialed in detent and a really dialed in pivot. It's just spot on in every possible way. I really, really, really like the deployment on this knife. The other thing that I really like on this knife, and this is something that you don't notice right away, is it's a really, really thin blade. So here's the We Knives Banter, and here is the A. Purvis Progeny MR, and this is not a knife that I feel like is like super thick, but it is noticeably thicker than the blade stock on the We Knives Banter. That is a really good thing. Just so thin, and because it's thin and it's tall, it's just gonna slice like the devil. So it's really, really good in that regard. I've used this knife to do some food prep, and as it turns out, it does slice like a devil. It's fantastic. It cut cheese, it cut grapes. It did all of my cut sopressata, because, you know, Italian, and it just does a really good job. The other thing that I like, and I normally don't like coated blades, let's see if we can get this close for the camera. As you can see, this is not a normal DLC coated blade. This knife does have DLC coating, but it's been stonewashed, and so you don't have that like really painty look to it. It looks like it has some wear on it, and it will naturally accumulate wear and will still look good. The knife, as you can see, is a liner lock, which I like. It also includes a really, uncontroversial, non-crazy deep pocket carry clip, although you can see it from the other side. There is a good bit of access. I would have preferred an actual divot here, but that would have destroyed the symmetry of the scales. And instead, they just give you these raised ridges to allow you to close the knife. It's not the best. It doesn't provide you the best access. Let me show you a knife that has really, really good access to the liner lock. Look at that. I mean, that thing is just, it's custom made for your finger to fit right there. It's specifically designed for that. And that ends up being a, not a bad thing, but I think they could have done better on that regard. I don't know how they would do better and preserve the looks, but that's pretty much my only drawback on this knife. The steel, as I said, if I didn't, it's S35 VN, which is perfectly fine. And it just carries really well. It doesn't scare anybody. It cuts quite well. This is an excellent knife and a really, really exciting thing for Ben. If you don't know Ben, Ben is one of the most excitable, kindest, genuinely joyful people in the world. And to see him release a knife that is this good and that will undoubtedly be a commercial success really, really does do good for the knife world and for me as a person, because I consider Ben a friend. So I just wanted to point that out. Ben designing this knife is definitely a good thing. And that is my very quick overview of the We Knives Banter. Look for a written review coming soon.